good. Delivers that first pitch in there for strike number 1. First pitch delivered for game 1, as I mentioned, of 2 today. For the Firebirds is number 11, who lays down a great bunt, but bounces off the plate and back into foul territory. So back at the plate she goes. A 0-2 count here in favor of Buska. That one popped high, tracking in, and underneath it is Hajik, who gets out. That one popped high, tracking in, and underneath it is Hajik, who gets out number 1 and gets things moving in the right direction for the Cougars. For the Cougars. So 1 away here early in the first. So 1 away here early in the first inning. Here, as that one popped right over to first base, and Maya Lorraine is able. As that one popped right over to first base, and Maya Lorraine is able to pull that one in. So quickly, 2 away. Kronos popping that one up to first base to pull that one in. So quickly, 2 away. Kronos popping that one up to first base. At the plate for the Firebirds, looking to get a little. This one delivered. Quickly working on her home field. Buska is putting that work in. She delivers She delivers this one. Some softball, as this one is hit right into the able to grab it, but a 2-out hit for the Firebirds puts a runner on first base. Firebirds puts 2 on. Back here for the top of the second, Kelly Geyser leading things off, and she's going to foul that one off along first base. Once again, wanting to mention a little bit of technical difficulties here on the Cougar Sports Network, but we're working through it, so we appreciate you sticking with us here in River Forest. The 0-1 count now for Buska. Buska pitched a successful first inning for the Cougars, overall having a pretty successful season. 6 total appearances on the season, 10.1 innings pitched, make that 11.1 after the first inning here. With 2 strikeouts on the season, she delivers that one low and away for ball 2. This one hit into left field. Tracking it back is Southern, but that ball is long gone over the left field wall. So the Firebirds strike first with a solo home run. As Carthage comes out to give some helmet taps at home plate, and Carthage officially on the board, 1-0 in the top of the second inning. CUC taking a second to regroup and settle things in. Buska getting some high fives from her infield, regrouping. As Skylar Swatowski steps up for the Firebirds as that ball misses inside for ball one. This one swung on, fouled back for the 1-2 count. This one hit into shallow center field, but Kyler Moore is coming in and successfully able to grab that for out number one. Hannah Adler stepping up to the plate for Carthage now. She takes a swing at the first pitch she sees, fouls it straight back. This ball hit into the shallow infield, but once again, Morris tracking it easily for out number two.
Coming to bat for the Firebirds, number 31, Peyton
Kryza now at the plate for the Firebirds. Once again, looking to get a two-out rally going here, as that ball misses low and away. This ball connects, finds space in the 6-hole, and that's going to be a base hit for Kryza. Getting some things moving here for Carthage. That's going to send things back to the top of the order. Rettler now back at the plate. Rettler popping up over at third to Melissa Hajik in her first at-bat. Quickly back in the rotation. She sends that one straight up the middle. A diving attempt from Smith, no good. That ball's going to roll all the way to the fence. Morris able to get it in, but that's going to move runners to second and third. A stand-up double for Rettler. It's going to move Kryza over to third base. And with 2 outs, Carthage is in a really nice spot. Cougar infield coming in to settle a little bit. Have a quick talk with their pitcher. And coming out of it,
coming up to bat for the Firebirds, number 4, Chris Kronos.
this ball connected and popped up. Making a jump to grab it is Caitlin Smith. A great way to get out of the inning, and the Cougars hold off the Firebirds from any further damage. A solo home run puts Carthage on the board first, but the Cougars have the opportunity to quickly come back here as we head to the bottom of the second. We'll be right back on the Cougar Sports Network. Back here on the Cougar Sports Network, bottom of the second, CUC trails Carthage 1-0, but at the plate for the Cougars, number 15, Arissa Santos. Santos takes the first pitch she sees in there for strike number 1 off the hands of right-handed pitcher Maddie Conway. Santos, a strong hitter for this CUC squad, hitting .226 on the year. She fouls this one off. And a 0-2 count here for Santos quickly. And that ball misses outside. A good leave from Santos. So a 1-2 count here. Misses well upstairs. This one again upstairs, and quickly Santos has gotten herself back into this count with a 3-2 count. Conway, 10 appearances on the season for Carthage so far this year. A strong arm as Santos fouls that one back. Conway, 6 wins on the season for Carthage. That is the most out of their pitching rotation. 8 total starts on the year for the graduate student pitcher. As she sends this one in there for strike 3. Santos goes down swinging, and that's going to put one away and bring third baseman Melissa Hajik up to the plate. Hajik takes that one outside for ball 1. Hajik hitting .300 on the year, 10 appearances, 10 starts. Has the lone CUC home run so far this season. We saw that in the doubleheader against Wheaton College here in River Forest last week. Nothing beats a home run in the home opener as Hajik takes that one upstairs for ball 3. A 3-0 count here in favor of the Cougars. And that one misses for ball 4. Free base for Hajik. That's going to hand things over to number 17, Mykyler Morris. One down here in the bottom of the second. As Morris lays a bunt down, rolls right back to Conway. Conway thought about throwing, but Morris was already almost there, so instead she holds off, and a successful bunt from Morris puts runners on first and second. A fantastic bunt from Mykyler Morris. And that's going to put number 2, Callie Tierney, at the plate. As that one catches strike number 1. Tierney swings through that one for strike number 2. Callie Tierney, a senior on this CUC team out of California. One of 3 Cougar seniors this year. As she takes that one for strike number 3. And 2 outs now is going to bring Lindley Southern to the plate. Lindley Southern, a sophomore out of Decatur, Illinois. First year with the CUC softball program. She takes that one upstairs for ball number 1. Southern, a member of the women's basketball team and a member of the athletic communications student worker staff. She takes ball number 2 outside. That one straight down the middle for strike number 1. Southern fouls this one off, keeping herself alive here. 2s across the board, 2 balls, 2 outs, 2 strikes. As Southern swings through that one for strike number 3, and that's going to do it in the bottom of the second. CUC trailing 1-0 after 2 complete innings. Carthage looking to extend that, but Buska back inside the circle for the Cougars. We're going to take a quick one here on the Cougar Sports Network. Back here on the Cougar Sports Network, at the plate for the Firebirds, number 8, Addie Simonson. She pops this one into shallow center field. Coming in on it is Morris, but that's going to drop for a base hit for the Firebirds.
Coming back for the Firebirds, number 34, Izzy Hernandez.
Hernandez back at the plate for Carthage. This Carthage squad, 9-5 overall so far on the season. Very talented squad. Already with the 1-0 lead over the Cougars as Hernandez swings at that one for strike 1. This one connected on, finds space right up the third base line. Getting the motion to go is safe over at third. Looked like initially Simonson was going to get the motion to keep going, but Southern quickly able to get that ball in from left field. And despite the throw that looked like it was a pretty good throw and almost in time, Simonson is going to be safe at third. And Cougars going to see a pitching change early on here today as number 25, Eden Pufall, is going to step into the circle for the Cougars. This game still within reach for the Cougars. So a 1-0 lead for the Firebirds, but runners on the corners is going to put a new arm in for CUC, trying to keep this game within reach. Final stat line for Busco. 2 innings pitched, 7 hits, 1 run, no strikeouts, 13 batters faced for 26 total pitches. So it's going to put a new arm in here. Pufall, 4 appearances so far this season, a 2.10 ERA, 6.2 total innings pitched so far. looking for a little bit of relief here, trying to get the Cougars out of this jam. No outs, runners on the corner bags. As this one misses for ball one. This one swung on. The steal is good at second, but instead Gang chooses to throw down to third, hoping to catch Simonson with a bit of a large lead there, but instead Hernandez is safely to second. Simonson still at third. Hendrick at the plate. Grounded out to Smith at second in her first at bat. She pops this one up into left field, holding for the tag. Southern able to grab it, gets the throw in, and that's going to hold runners where they are. Simonson thought about going, took a couple steps off of the bag, but great defense there from the Cougars. Southern able to get that ball in quickly, and the Cougar infield in great position is going to put one away. Geyser at the plate now for Carthage. Geyser with a solo home run in her first at bat. She fouls that one off onto Division Street, missing all parked vehicles. For those that watch the Cougar Sports Network quite frequently during softball season, it is not uncommon to hear us comment on the vehicles on Division Street, very close to a busy street here. A lot of balls tend to make their way out there as that ball's popped up into right field. Tracking it is Tierney, unable to get it. One's going to score. Two's going to score. And Geyser safely at third. A stand-up triple for Geyser is going to put two more up on the board for Carthage, leading the Cougars 3-0 here in the top of the third. So a home run on the day and a triple on the day for Geyser, making her way around the hitting chart in reverse order. As Swatowski now at the plate. She takes that one upstairs and away for ball one. Cougars looking to get out of this inning, trying to minimize the Carthage lead as that one misses upstairs for ball two. Swatowski hitting 156 on the season, 5 total hits. Takes that one for ball three. A 3-0 count here as Pufal takes a second to retie her shoe. Right back into it with a 3-0 count. And another quick break here from the hitter. Becoming a bit of a mental match up here. The 3-0 count. Pufal delivers this one in there for strike one. Keeping herself in this. As that one misses for ball four. Looked like it was coming into the zone there at the end. Gang did a nice job of framing that one, but still narrowly misses, and that's going to put runners on the corner bags. And the Cougars going to take another quick break to talk things over, resettle things. One out here in the top of the third. Firebirds already put up 2 runs in the inning, leading the Cougars 3-0 with 8 total hits. Cougars coming out of this. Pufall looking to get back into this. And Adler now at the plate for Carthage. Adler flying out to center field in her first at-bat. She hits this one right up the middle. Pufall decides to go home for the fielder's choice and stops the run from happening. A great read from Eden Pufall. Adler's going to find her way to first, but no worries because it stopped the run from scoring and puts 2 outs on the board. Great defense there. And that's going to put Kryza back at the plate for Carthage. Some high IQ from the Cougars. Puts 2 outs on the board. Kryza singled in her first at-bat. She steps out. As she connects on that one, hit over to Santos. Santos with the throw to first in time, gets out of the inning. So Carthage puts 2 on the board, but some smart defense from CUC minimizes it even further and head to the bottom of the third. CUC trailing 3-0. We're going to take a quick one here on the Cougar Sports Network. Back here on the Cougar Sports Network, bottom of the third. Emily Garcia at the plate for the Cougars. CUC trailing 3-0, but Garcia looking to get things going here. Garcia, a strikeout in her first at-bat, but top of the lineup here for the Cougars. As she swings on the first one, she sees hit right back up the middle. Conway able to get it over to Hernandez for out number 1. And that's going to put Caitlin Smith back at the plate. Smith took a free base in her first at-bat after wearing one off of the elbow. She's going to swing through that first one for strike number 1. Some cloud cover here in River Forest, making things a bit chilly. Smith shows bunt, pulls back, takes that one for ball 1. Smith fouls this one off. A good cut there. Smith once again fouling this one off, keeping her at bat alive. A 1-2 count here. Smith sending this one straight back once again. Similar spots on all of these foul balls, hitting the upper netting along the first base side. So Smith a bit slow on her swing, looking to straighten things out. As she does, sends that one right up the middle for a base hit past a diving Adler. Smith straightening that one out and finds space for a base hit, gives the Cougars a base runner here. And puts Gang at the plate for the Cougars. Gang hitting .406 on the season. 13 total hits so far this year. She leads the Cougars. She lays down a bunt over at first. Bunt was thrown out easily, but Gang did her job and moving Smith over to second. So 2 outs here puts Maya Lorenas at the plate. Lorenas leading this CUC squad, actually hitting .550 on the season. 11 total hits in 20 at-bats, a .600 slugging percentage. So a big hitter for this CUC team, looking to get things going with 2 outs. Conway sends this one in there, right down the middle, bouncing it up. Conway able to grab it and get the throw over to first in time to retire the Cougars. Some great effort here from CUC, but some strong defense from the Firebirds puts the Cougars back in the outfield. And Pufal re-entering the circle for CUC. And potentially seeing some shifts, some defensive shifts, as it looks like now playing in right field for the Cougars is number 27, Julia Pataluna. So Tierney out of right field. Tierney, a pitcher for the CUC squad as well, so potentially something that we might see her re-entering the game later, needing to warm up, but readjusting the outfield. Keeping in left field is Southern, center field Morris, but that one change coming in right field for Pataluna. As I mentioned, Pufal still working inside the circle, and the rest of the infield remains the same for CUC. But leading things off, and the top of the lineup for Carthage is Rettler. Rettler 1 for 2 so far today. Popped up to third base in her first at-bat and had a double up the middle in her second. Cougars haven't held the Firebirds scoreless since the top of the first. As that ball misses well upstairs. Looked like it came off of Pufal's hand a little bit funny. As that bunt laid down, Hajik able to get it, and the throw over to first is in time. A great stretch from Lorenas, and that's going to put one away. A good effort from Rettler, but CUC defense on top of that. Kronos at the plate for Carthage. She takes that one in there for Steve Reich, number 1. Kronos hitting .304 on the season. She sends this one up the middle, but Smith able to grab it, get the out at first, and quickly 2 away for the Cougars. That's going to put Simonson at the plate. Addie Simonson hitting .333 on the season. 7 total hits. She's 2 for 2 at the plate today. She takes that one for ball 1. This ball misses upstairs for ball number 2. CUC softball coming off of a bit of an extended break, playing their home opener last week against Wheaton last Tuesday, so exactly 1 week ago. And then this doubleheader originally scheduled for last Thursday moved due to weather, so a full week in between games for CUC, as that one in there for strike number 1. Carthage recently splitting with Lake Forest College on Saturday, winning their first game 11-2, falling in their second game 6-10 in 9 innings. So a hard-fought game there between the Forsters and the Firebirds. Foul ball hit over the first base line. Got a little bit tangled up along the fence line. 3-2 count, 2 outs here. Simonson at the plate. Poofall delivers this one. Swung on, fouled off, keeping her at-bat alive. Poofall delivers this one. Fouled back. Once again, 3-2 count here. This one misses high for ball 4. Great battle from Poofall and Simonson, excuse me. But waiting that one out, letting that one go high was Simonson to put 1 runner on first with 2 outs. Hernandez back at the plate for Carthage. Hernandez also 2 for 2 so far today. She sends this one up the middle. Making the diving attempt is Smith, who's able to make the throw to second, just not in time. A fantastic effort from the Cougar second baseman. Just barely misses. So Cougars still operating with 2 outs here. Runners now on first and second. As this one is hit over the left field line, that's going to drop right on the left field line. One's going to score. Getting the signal to go home is Hernandez. The throw in time pops out of Gang's glove. And Hernandez safely at home. So 2 more on the board for Carthage. The Firebirds finding success on that left field line. Throw taking a bit of a bounce into the glove of Gang and out of the glove. But 2 outs here still. This ball hit. Hajik able to get it. Gets the throw over to first in time to get out of the inning. But Carthage not going down without a fight. Puts 2 runs up in the top of the 4th. Carthage officially on top 5-0 as we head to the bottom of the 4th. Don't go anywhere here on the Cougar Sports Network. Back here on the Cougar Sports Network, bottom of the fourth, Arissa Santos leading things off. She takes that one for ball one. Conway still in the circle for the Firebirds. That one catches the outside corner for strike one. Santos struck out in her first at bat, looking to get her first hit of the day. That one well inside for ball two. Misses once again for ball two. Santos connects with that one, sends it foul. CUC here, game one of many this week. The Cougars taking on a lot of home games. A doubleheader against Carthage here today. Quick turnaround tomorrow as they take on North Park University in a home doubleheader slated for 2:30 and 4:30 before closing the week with back-to-back conference doubleheaders on Saturday and Sunday against St. Norbert College and Aurora University. Both of those doubleheaders slated to start at noon. So a lot of home action for the Concordia University Chicago softball team. We appreciate you joining us on the Cougar Sports Network, but would appreciate some fans in the stands for these home contests as Santos sends that one over to third and able to get the out and put one away. A bit of a bobble there from Swatowski, but Hernandez able to rope it in. And one out here brings up Melissa Hajik. Hajik sends this one into right field. Coming in on it is Simonson, able to get that in the air for out number two. Quickly two away. Is going to bring Mykyler Morris up to the plate. Looking to get some two-out action happening here. So far today, the Cougars 0 for 3 with 2 outs. Morris takes that one off the handle, sends it foul along the third base line. Conway sends this one outside for ball one. This one down the middle, hit foul off the bat of Morris. Had some power to it, but shading towards the first base side. A 1-2 count here. Conway sends this one in. Morris setting that one foul once again. Over on Division Street. Missing any cars. Keeping the car counter at 0 so far for the day. This one hit over to second, and Kronos able to glove it cleanly and get out number 3. So Cougars still trailing 5-0 as we head to the top of the 5th. Still working inside the circle is Poofall. But another defensive change for the Cougars is going to see number 26, Ashley Schroll, enter into right field. Julia Pataluna heading out to center field.
Now playing center field for the Cougars, number 27, Julia Pataluna. And now playing right
Pataluna's in left field. It's going to put Morris in center and Schroll in right field. So exiting the lineup is Southern, who was playing that left field position. So a bit of some adjustments in the outfield for the Cougars. The infield still remains the same. Eden Pufall dishing inside the circle and looking to get things going here for the Firebirds is Swatkowski. 0 for 1 today. Flew out into center field in her first at-bat, had a walk in her second. Wind blowing straight out here in River Forest. Some cloud coverage making it a bit chilly as the wind continues to pick up here. This ball inside for ball numero uno. This one connects, sent foul along the first base line. Evens the count at 1 apiece. This one once again sent foul over Division Street. Folks, you're going to get tired of me saying it today, but narrowly misses a car. Car counter still remaining at 0. One-two count here, no outs. This one hit high. Coming in on it is Lorenas and successfully able to grab that one for out number 1. Best case scenario for the Cougars there, as that had some heat off of it had it stayed fair. But that's going to bring Adler up to the plate for Carthage. Adler hitting .250 on the season. She takes a swing and misses on that first pitch. This one misses inside for ball 1. Levels the count at 1 apiece. This one gets away from Pufall a little bit and high and away for ball 2. Two-one count, misses for a 3-1 count. This one hit into right field. Schroll lets it drop, keeping it in front of her to stop any extra bases. So a single there from Adler puts 1 runner on base, as we're going to see a pinch hitter here. Cardona now coming in to hit, we're going to have a pinch runner here. Number 14 coming in to run. Riley Boyd takes her spot over at first. Head coach of the Firebirds, Amy Gilmore, coming out to make those substitutions. Gilmore in her 28th year as Carthage's head softball coach. Very impressive career with the Firebirds. A 584 425-1 record over 27 seasons. A 4-time CCIW Coach of the Year, as well as a NFCA Great Lakes Region Coach of the Year. So a lot of talent in that Carthage coaching staff. As this one in there for strike number 2. Cardona with the 0-2 count here. She takes a hack at that one, sends it foul. This one, slow roller up the middle. Santos able to flip it over to Smith. Smith can't turn the double play, but the lead runner is knocked off for out number 2. Runner now only on first. And that's going to bring up the top of the order for Carthage. Rettler back at the plate for the Firebirds. Rettler 1 for 3 today. On the steal, the throw just misses, bounces off, and that's going to be an extra base for Cardona. So an 0-1 count here at the plate. The stolen base and error allowing for the third base runner, but a pop-up there caught by Gang. And that's going to close the inning, holding the Firebirds to no runs for the first time since the top of the first. Cougar Bats looking to get things going as Jess Gang fires her team up. We're going to head to a quick break here on the Cougar Sports Network. Back here for the bottom of the 5th, CUC trailing 5-0. Julia Pataluna at the plate for the Cougars for the first time today. She takes that one in there for strike number 1. Cougars looking to get things going as Conway still dishes in the circle. Pataluna chases that one for a swinging strike there, and quickly the 0-2 count in favor of Conway. This one hit over to second base, able to glove it is Kronos and get the out at first. That's going to bring another new face up to bat for the Cougars in number 26, Ashley Schroll. Schroll in the top half of the inning entered to play right field. Now getting her first at bat of the day. She takes that one upstairs for ball 1. Schroll hitting .429 on the season. 14 total at-bats, 6 hits. As she sends that one into right field. And able to get there in time. Great effort from Simonson in right field. Looks to make the throw out at first to Hernandez, but Schroll with some speed on her gets there in time and sends things back to the top of the order for Garcia.
Now coming back for the Cougars, number 22, Emily Garcia.
This pitch in there for strike one. This one upstairs for ball one. Garcia swings it. This one sends it up the middle. Schroll's holding at second. Garcia holding at first. A base hit for the Cougars. Puts two on. As a new batter for the Cougars, number one, Alyssa Campos, making her way to the plate. Runner now in scoring position, excuse me. CUC today 2 for 7 with runners on and 0 for 3 with runners in scoring position, looking to break that streak a little bit, operating with one out. Two quick base runners on for the Cougars. That ball misses off the glove. It's going to advance the runners. As I was saying, two quick runners on base for the Cougars. Schroll and Garcia wasting absolutely no time seeing that ball bounce off of Kreise's glove. So now quickly, runners on second and third. No force out now. It's going to change the batting strategy a little bit for Campos as she swings this one up, popping high into the infield. And able to get it cleanly was Kronos. An unfortunate situation there. Arguably not what you wanted to see on that situation, because Cougars now sitting with two outs. Runners on second and third. Gang at the plate looking to get a base hit here. Move runners at least one base. Put the Cougars on the board. As that ball in the dirt, Schroll thought about going, but the ball taking a bounce towards the right. The third base line, makes it a bit of a tricky challenge for Schroll to get through that untouched. So playing it safe on the bases. Great third base coaching there from assistant coach Izzy Ortiz to hold the runners. Gang bounces that one. A little bit of a bobble over at first. Gang's going to be safe at first. Runners are going to advance, and the Cougars are on the board for the first time today with the RBI single there from Jess Gang. And the Firebirds taking a quick pause to regroup. CUC puts one up on the board, one runner on third, one on first now. And that's going to put Maya Lorenas at the plate. As I mentioned earlier today, Lorenas actually leading this CUC squad, batting .550 on the year, 11 total hits. The right person that you want at the plate for the Cougars after a great outing there from Gang to stay alive. This one in there for strike one. Gang with some speed gets to second safely. Again, eliminates the force out. Two outs here. Cougars have the opportunity to be smart. Lorenas 0 for 2 at the plate today. Swings on this one, making the scoop over at third and getting the throw in time. But CUC officially on the board. As we head to the top of the sixth, CUC trailing 5-1. Poofall heading back out to the circle for the Cougars. We've got ourselves a ball game here in River Forest. Don't go anywhere here on the Cougar Sports Network. Back here on the Cougar Sports Network, top of the 6th inning. CUC trailing Carthage 5-1. Cougars putting their first run up on the board in the last half inning. Pufall delivers this one in the dirt for ball 1. One 0 count here at the plate is Kronos. 0 for 3 so far today. That one misses outside for ball 2. Wind picking up once again here in River Forest. A bright and sunny day. Bit of chill in the air for late March. As this ball hit up the middle. And gonna get past the infield for a base hit. Should mention now at second base in place of Caitlin Smith is Alyssa Campos. She came in to bat for Smith in the last inning and now playing in the field. Wind blowing south at 7 miles an hour. So heading straight out of the field. As this ball fouled off. This one inside. Simonson thought about swinging, checked her swing for a good reason. Levels the count at 1 apiece. This ball misses. Gang throwing down. Schroll collecting it in the outfield after a wild throw there. And that's going to advance Kronos on the error from Jess Gang. Playing a bit of catch with Schroll in the outfield. 2-1 count here for Simonson. This ball hit up the middle. Pufall gets her glove down but can't get there in time. Collected quickly by Morris, making the throw into home to hold the runner at third. Runners on corner bags for the Firebirds, no outs. A dangerous spot. And head coach of the Cougars, Sarah O'Malley-Fisher, coming out to talk with the umpire, potentially seeing a pitching change here. And it does, in fact, look like we are going to see a pitching change. Now coming in for the Cougars is Esme Luvano. Esme, 3 appearances on the season so far. So a bit of a change coming from head coach Sarah O'Malley-Fisher. O'Malley-Fisher, a veteran coach herself. First year with the Cougars in 2013. But plenty of coaching experience prior to that. Since O'Malley-Fisher, since being at CUC, a 204, 234, and 3 record overall. Last season, O'Malley-Fisher collected her 500th coaching win. As we get the final stat line for Pufall. 3 innings pitched, 6 hits, 2 runs allowed, 2 walks, 17 batters faced, with 49 total pitches. So Luvano now inside the circle, looking to get things going here for CUC, operating with no outs, runners on the corner bags. Now at the plate for the Firebirds, taking a quick second. Hernandez stepping back in. She takes this one in the dirt. The run down is good, and Firebirds now have runners on second and third. No outs, no force out for the lead runners. Hernandez 3 for 3 at the plate today. She pops this one high, tracking foul out of the sight line of the Cougars, but it's going to be caught. Tagging up is Kronos for the run, but able to collect the out. I believe a bit of collision potentially, as we can see head coach Sarah O'Malley-Fisher walking that direction, checking on Lorenas. So great effort there to get the out. Carthage putting a run up in the process. A unfortunate situation to see, as it looks like we are going to immediately make a change here. Coach O'Malley-Fisher is moving Melissa Hajik over to first base, and that's going to bring in number 10, Jolene Anderson, to play third base for the Cougars. So some shifts around there. Maya Lorena's done a great job for the Cougars here today. Hoping for the best for Lorenas. As I mentioned, Joe Anderson now at third base. The sophomore transfer from Romeoville. One down here in the top of the sixth. That's going to bring up Hendrick to the plate for Carthage. Hendrick 1 for 1 at the plate so far today. This one misses inside and upstairs for ball one. As I mentioned, Luvano now in the circle for the Cougars. 3 appearances, 3.2 total innings pitched, 3 strikeouts on the season. One of the lowest batting average against, with a .267. So a tough pitcher for the CUC squad. This ball hit deep into right field. Schroll misplaying it a touch, tracking in for a second. That ball going right over her head. One's going to score. The throw to third in time and getting the out. A great tag there from Anderson. The relay coming from right field gets the out, but the Firebirds are going to put 1 run on the board in the process. So 2 outs here in the top of the 6th. That's going to bring Kelly Geyser up, who looks there at strike number 1. The 0-1 count misses for ball 1, makes it 1-1. This one in the dirt for ball 2. 2-1 count here. Luvano delivers this one low and away for ball 3. A 3-1 count, 2 outs, no runners on. So far today, Firebirds have been 6 for 11 at the plate with 2 outs. As this one misses upstairs for ball 4, gives a free base. And is going to hand things over to Swatowski. This one in there for strike number 1. Swatkowski 0 for 2 at the plate today. Has 1 walk on the day. Flew out to center field in her first at-bat, and in her last at-bat, fouled out to first base as she looks at ball 1 for the 1-1 count. This ball, slow roller up the middle. Luvano able to get it and successfully get the out at first to get CUC out of the inning. Heading to the bottom of the 6th. Cougars have some work to do, trailing 7-1, but don't go anywhere as coming up the bottom of the 6th here on the Cougar Sports Network. Back here on the Cougar Sports Network, bottom of the 6th. Arissa Santos at the plate for the Cougars. CUC trailing 7-1, needing to find some momentum here in their half of the inning. That one in there for strike 1. Conway still in the circle for the Firebirds. Santos 0 for 2 at the plate today. This one misses outside for ball 1. This ball connects, finds some space, deep back over the home run wall. Arissa Santos with the solo home run to get the Cougars moving in the bottom of the 6th. Bingo, bango, bongo, home run, Arissa Santos. Fire me up. Needing to get things going, and that is how you do it. Home run number 1 on the season for Santos. A fantastic way to get things moving. Cougars having success on their home field. First home run of the season came off the bat of Melissa Hajik, who is at the plate in the last game against Wheaton, and now Santos finding success here. Hajik taking that one in there for strike 1. Cougars now trailing 7-2 as Hajik takes that one for strike 2. Hajik fouls that one off to stay alive in this at-bat. Conway working herself through. Hajik connects and drops this one into left field. So successfully able to get on base and hand things over to Mykyler Morris. Morris 1 for 2 at the plate today. Getting signs from her coaching staff. Cougars 1 runner on base after the solo home run from Arissa Santos to lead off the inning. That one inside for ball 1. Morris drops a bunt right at the bag and is successfully going to be able to get there. Hajiq sliding into second, and she's going to be safe. Excuse me, third. A fantastic run from Melissa Hajiq off of an amazing bunt from Morris. A picture-perfect scenario for the Cougars. And CUC runners on the corner bags with no outs. Pataluna at the plate. Cougars needed to find a burst of energy, and they have found it here in the bottom of the sixth.
Coming back for the Cougars, number 27, Julia Pataluna.
Pataluna at the plate here. Morris makes the steal. She's successfully in, and the double steal is good. Hajiq scoring on it. And the Cougars are in a great spot here. No outs, runner on second. Pataluna at the plate. The 0-1 count. Pataluna connects, sends that one foul up the first base line. Pataluna once again fouls this one up the first base line. Off of the netting. An 0-2 count here. This one misses outside for ball one. This one outside. They're going to say Pataluna went on it. And she's going to go down swinging for out number one. Hands things off to Ashley Schroll. Morris still planted on second base. Schroll at the plate for the second time today. Schroll 1 for 1 at the plate. Had a single to right field in her first at bat. She takes that one for strike one. Schroll connects, sends that one foul. Headed straight toward the CUC dugout. A quick 0-2 count here for the senior from Florida. As that one misses outside for ball one. Ashley Schroll, one of 3 seniors on this CUC softball team. Also a member of the CUC Athletic Communications Department student worker staff. As she sends that one foul along first base once again. That one is going to catch the outside of the plate for strike number 3. Schroll goes down looking. That's going to bring things back up to the top of the order in Emily Garcia. Garcia 1 for 3 at the plate today. Cougars already put 2 runs up on the inning. 2 outs, runner on second. Emily Garcia, number 22. A lot of 2s here in favor of CUC as Garcia finds some space and gets that one to go. Ortiz sends Mykyler Morris home to score, but assistant coach Bella Archuleta at first holds Garcia where she is, so the Cougars put 1 more up on the board. And that's going to bring Alyssa Campos up to the plate.
Now batting for the Cougars, number 1, Alyssa Campos.
CUC slowly cutting into this Carthage lead. Cougars now trail 7-4 as that one in there for strike one. Campos 0 for 1 at the plate so far today. Popped up to second base in her first at-bat. She looks at that one for strike two. And quickly an 0-2 count here in favor of Conway. Garcia over on first for the Cougars. Conway delivers this one high for ball one. Emily Garcia 1 for 1 on stolen bases so far this season. That ball misses outside for ball two. This one high, but Campos checks her swing. They check the field ump, and they're going to say no good for ball number 3. And Campos is going to take the walk to put runners on first and second. And that's going to bring Jess Gang up to the plate.
Now batting for the Cougs, number 12, Jess
Gang rounding out that trio of CUC seniors. Gang, the senior out of Phoenix, Arizona, another member of the CUC Athletic Communications student worker staff, as she takes that one in there for strike one. Conway sends this one. Gang connects with it, sends it deep into center field, but able to collect it is Rettler and get out of the inning. But Cougars do some damage and put 3 runs on the board. CUC now trails 7-4 as we head to the top of the 7th. We're going to see a new arm in the circle for the Cougars, but we'll have all of that for you when we come back on the Cougar Sports Network. Back here on the Cougar Sports Network, top of the 7th. CUC trails Carthage 7-4, but a new arm in the circle for the Cougars in number 23, Alyssa Lopez. That's going to end Esme Luvano's time in the circle, pitching 1 inning for the Cougars, allowing 1 hit, 1 walk, 4 batters faced, and 10 total pitches. So a new arm here to work. She delivers ball number 1. Alyssa Lopez, 4 appearances so far on the season, a 3.32 ERA. 6.1 total innings pitched with 1 strikeout on the season. Carthage still with a good lead over the Cougars, but after holding a hearty lead and holding the Cougars scoreless for 4 innings, seeing the Cougars back within 3 is not ideal. As Adler looks at that one for ball 3. This one in there for strike 1. Adler showed bunt, pulled back, took the strike nonetheless. And Lopez working herself back into this. This one hit high into right field. Getting up underneath it is Schroll. Able to glove it successfully for out number 1. And that's going to bring up number 31. Peyton Kryza. Kryza hitting .250 on the season. 1 for 2 today. She fouls this one off. Temperature still dropping a bit here in River Forest. 47 degrees and sunny. Wind still blowing straight south at 7 miles an hour as Lopez delivers that one in there for strike 1. That one misses for ball number 2. Excuse me, ball number 1. This one hit in the 6 hole, and a successful base there for Kryza is going to hand things over to the top of the order for the Firebirds. Claire Rettler back at the plate, 1 for 4 today. These two teams, a dated history. Carthage winning the last 3 consecutive games against the Cougars. CUC's last win over Carthage came March 30th of 2023, so near the date. As Cougars have started their climb back late in the game after putting up 3 runs in the bottom of the 6th to cut into the Carthage lead. The Firebirds doing what they can to stay on top here in what could be the final inning. The 2-0 count here in favor of Rettler. Rettler shows bunt. Swing and a miss on it for strike number 1. Third base for the Cougars, Joe Anderson playing shallow, ready for the bunt. Melissa Hajik staying by first base. As the bunt is going to go along the first base line but roll foul. A really well-placed bunt had it stayed fair. Rettler was already at first by the time that Gang could get to it. So an even 2-2 count here. As this one swung on, going to get the out at first, but that's going to advance Kryza to second, but 2 outs here in the top of the 7th. Kronos back at the plate, 1 for 4 today. As she wears that one off of her left hip to put runners on first and second. Still 2 outs. The second batter hit by Lopez this season. And that's going to bring up number 8. A new batter here for the Firebirds. Excuse me, not a new batter. Addie Simonson at the plate. As that ball misses low for ball 1. Gang looked to throw back to first. And head coach of the Cougars, Sarah O'Malley Fisher, taking a second to gather her infield and regroup here. Cougars in a really nice spot. 2 outs. Holding the Firebirds so far this inning after letting the Firebirds score in 4 of the last 6 innings so far today. Cougars brought themselves within reach of this game in their last at-bat, so doing what they can to resettle Lopez. As you can see, the Cougar infield dancing a bit, smiling and laughing, calming the nerves, looking to get things going. With 2 outs here, Carthage today 6 for 12 at the plate with 2 outs. As this ball is hit over to Campos and able to get the out easily. As we head to the bottom of the 7th, Cougars need 3 runs to stay alive. We've got ourselves a ball game here on the Cougar Sports Network. Back here on the Cougar Sports Network, bottom of the 7th. Cougars need 3 runs to stay alive here. Leading things off for the first time today is Joe Anderson. Anderson came in to play third base after Maya Lorenas had to exit the game. This ball hit over to second. Kronos able to get it. Anderson unable to beat it, and quickly 1 down for the Cougars. And that's going to put Arissa Santos at the plate. Santos 1 for 3 today, but overall a hot hand for this CUC team. Santos in her last at bat hit that solo home run to break things open for the Cougars. Put their first run up and jumpstart things quickly. As that ball drops for ball 1, excuse me. One count, 1 out. This ball misses low and away for ball 2. Conway still dishing in the circle for the Firebirds. This one hit up the middle, finds a gap. Santos able to beat the throw after a great sliding attempt from Kronos, is able to stop that ball from making its way to the outfield. But the throw unable to beat Santos, so 1 on base for the Cougars. That's going to bring up Melissa Hajik. Hajik singled in her last at bat She's 1 for 2 today at the plate with a walk as she takes that one in there for strike one. That one hits the zone for strike number 2. Quickly an 0-2 count here in favor of Conway. Hajik swings at this one, sends it foul, bounces off of a tree, stops it from entering traffic on Division Street. 0-2 count, one down, runner on first. That one misses low and away for ball one. Conway delivers this one outside for ball two. Aggressive at bat here from Hajik to get herself right back in this with an even 2-2 count. Hajik fouls this one off the third base netting. Hajik once again fouling this one off. Pitch low, but Hajik swings at it anyway. Can't take any risks here. Fouls it off, keeps herself alive. Two count. Hajik swings at this one. Slow roller over to first, and the flip is there in time, but it's going to advance the runner. And quickly, Cougars now down to their last out. Santos on second. Morris at the plate. Cougars today 2 for 8 with 2 outs. Really needing to improve that stat line here as they are down to their final out. 0-1 count for Morris. Morris 2 for 3 at the plate today. She takes that one for strike number 2. Conway 1 pitch away from getting the Firebirds out of this game on top. That ball upstairs for ball 1. That one misses low for ball 2. A close call there as some of the Carthage faithful groaning that missed the zone. Thought that was ball game. But 2's across the board. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Morris fouls that one off to stay alive. That one inside and high for ball 3. Morris quickly getting herself back in this at-bat. Staying aggressive at the plate, not biting. And is now in a full count with 2 outs. Conway sends this one outside for ball 4. And a free base for Morris is going to put the tying run at the plate for the Cougars. And that will be at the hands of number 27, Julia Pataluna. Pataluna 0 for 2 so far today. Grounded out to second and had a strikeout in her last at-bat. A close call, a checked swing that they're going to say she did swing on in her last at-bat, but nonetheless, she takes that one for strike 1. That one misses outside for ball 1. Outside for ball 2. Conway still dishing for the Firebirds. As Pataluna swings through that one for strike two. Conway, 116 total pitches so far today. Looking to end it with one more. 2-2 count, 2 outs. Runners on first and second. Swing and a miss from Pataluna, and that's going to do it for game one of today's doubleheader. A great battle there from Conway in the circle. Cougars are going to fall in game one, 7-4. Conway, the lone arm for the Firebirds, pitched 7 innings, gave up 10 hits, 3 walks, but 7 strikeouts. 35 batters faced, 121 total pitches. Gonna get the win for Carthage on that front. CUC, on the other hand, 4 pitchers dealt inside the circle today. But the fairy tale coming off the bat of Arissa Santos in her first home run of the season. But CUC now dropping to 6-5 overall, as Carthage takes game one of today's doubleheader, jumping out to 10-5. But Cougar fans, don't go anywhere, as we will have game two of today's doubleheader coming up here in about 30 minutes. So can't go wrong with another game, as CUC looking to come back and take game two. We're going to take a quick break here on the Cougar Sports Network, but as always, go Cougars.
Tuning in to today's Concordia University Chicago Cougars Athletics broadcast. We hope to see you on campus very soon. If you would like to learn more about what Concordia Chicago has to offer, go to cuchicago.edu.